Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Richland today, and sitting out by the curb was this chainsaw. I thought at first, well, maybe the guy's not really throwing it out, he just wants it laying there while he's doing some work. No. Nothing wrong with the chainsaw. It's just sitting there. So I put it in the back of the truck. It's sitting right next to this crate full of stuff. And it's string trimmer string. I just happen to have picked up a couple of string trimmers, so that's kind of nice. One thing goes with the other. Not sure what these are, but they sure do look like a really good opportunity to make a dust collector. And milk crate. Oh well, good deal for me. And I'm working on this Mac 3516. I will be checking the gas now. The air filter's in fine shape. The switch seems to be working okay. I got spark. I just don't have any fuel in the gas tank, so I need to get the gas out of the tractor shed, and I have a gallon of chainsaw gas, so I will put some gas in there and make sure I got oil on the bar oiler and see if I can get this thing to fire off. If I can get it to run, which I'm pretty sure I can, then I'm going to sharpen up the chain. Now this is a 3516. It's only a 16-inch bar. It's not a big chainsaw, but it's a nice sized chainsaw. And it'll come in handy. I know it's not the world beater of chainsaws. Mac kind of fell off the wagon when they started making these because they designed them to be throwaways. They're not exactly rebuildable. But this one appears to be in pretty good shape. I think it probably, if anything, I'm going to find a bad fuel line on it. And hopefully that's all it is. We'll know once I get started. But for right now, we're going to leave this one sit. And brought it home. It had plenty of spark. Pulled the spark plug, put the spark plug tester in it, and checked it, and everything seems to be fine. But then I pulled the air filter off, and carburetor looked okay. Everything looked okay. But the primer button was a little stiff. So this morning, I put some gas in the tank and pumped the primer bulb and pulled the choke out, turned the ignition on, locked the throttle open, and it fired right up. But then it started stalling out. It just ran for a couple of seconds and stalled out. So I got to looking, and that primer bulb is shot. So with a hole in the vacuum line pulling up gasoline from the carburetor, like that, it's not going to pull any gas into the carb. So I need to get a new primer bulb. Easy enough thing to do. Buy them online. They'll deliver one to me. And then I'll have a good running chainsaw. Even if I have to pay $5 for a primer button, primer pump, then the chainsaw is a good deal. It needs to have the blade sharpened. For some reason, people don't think that to ever sharpen the blade. So the ends of the teeth are pretty much butter knife dull. And you can tell that it's been run hard and hot because it's got the black stuff on top of the chain. So, sharpen the chain while I'm waiting for the primer bulb to come in. And I'll have a nice little 16-inch bar chainsaw. Free for nothing. Sitting alongside the road in a pile of scrap. Glad I got the power washer done. And I have the snow thrower, the lawnmower, the power washer, and the edger. The edger is yet to do. I've still got to do an oil change on that. But that's pretty much it for the engines. Oh, wait a minute. I have an outboard yet to work on. Just going to be engine time for a little while longer. But I have the engine firing. I got that done last fall. I want to get it ready to put it into the lake and take Lydia for a spin, which is why I wanted to get the power washer done so that I could wash the boat down and get it repainted so it looks good. And then I think I'll be done with engines for a while. At least I hope. Oh, wait a minute. There's string trimmers and a leaf blower. I've set myself up for all kinds of work this summer. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Never a dull day at Old Sneelock's workshop. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.